Welcome to today's podcast, the one decision that changes everything in a direct seller's success. Hello. I am Penny and I'm your direct selling success coach here. I help women just like you to make more money in their direct selling business using the right strategies for Facebook sales and recruitment. All right, we have done and dusted the first week of 2026. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. I hope that this first week of 2026 has gone well, and that after the Christmas and holiday break, you are starting to feel a little clearer about what you want this year to look like, not just in your direct selling business, but in how you feel showing up in it. So today I want to talk about one decision, one simple but incredibly powerful decision that I've seen time and time again be the turning point for women in direct selling. Because here's the truth. Most women don't fail in direct selling because they're not capable. They don't fail because they're lazy, they're not good enough, or not cut out for it. They get stuck because they stay in waiting mode, right? Waiting to feel more confident. Is that you? Waiting until life settles down. Waiting until they know exactly what to do. Waiting until they have more time. Waiting for motivation, for or clarity, or the right time, right? And while they're waiting, self-doubt grows, frustration builds, and another year passes with similar results. Now, if any of this is resonating with you, I want you to let me know down below. If you've ever felt like you're spinning your wheels, unsure of what step to take next, or quietly questioning whether this business will ever work for you, know that you're not alone. But this episode is absolutely for you. Because the women who grow in confidence, sales, and belief don't have something magical that you don't. They simply make one different decision. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So what is that decision? What am I talking about? It's the decision to stop hoping things will change and to start taking deliberate action, even before you feel ready. This is so important. Hope is powerful. Absolutely. Hope is often what gets women into direct selling in the first place. At the start of a new year, hope sounds like this year will be different. I'll finally be more consistent. I'm going to make more sales. I'm going to grow my confidence. But here's the part that matters. Hope without action actually quietly turns into disappointment. And I see this pattern every single year. Women hope their confidence will magically increase. They hope their team will grow. They hope sales will pick up. But hope is not a business strategy, and nothing changes until a decision is made. The women who move forward, they decide, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to do something now, even if it's small. I'm going to take action before I feel confident, not after. And that's why action is so powerful, because confidence doesn't come before action. It actually comes from taking action, right? When you learn what are the right things that you should be doing, and then you take the action, and then your confidence grows because you finally know what it is you're supposed to be doing. And you take the action, and then you start to have some wins, and you start to have some success, and then you start to feel more confident about what you are doing. Now, you might recognize this in your own world. One woman who keeps thinking about posting but never does, is that you? Another woman posts imperfectly. Maybe you've already made this decision and you are actually posting anyway, even if it's not perfect. One woman who waits to feel ready to message someone, and another woman who sends that message anyway. And guess who builds belief and confidence faster? If you said the woman who's taking imperfect action, 100% you are correct. Because tiny and intentional actions, they compound, not because they're perfect, but because they are consistent. All right, sound familiar? Do you realize that this is what you need to be doing? Is it time for you to be taking consistent action rather than relying on hoping that something is going to change? Now, here's the second part of this decision, and this is where so many women actually stay stuck longer than they need to. And this second part is deciding how you're going to take action. You see, most women try to do everything alone. And I do remember the days when I tried to do everything alone. They Google, they go to YouTube. Hey, you're here on YouTube listening to my podcast because you want to learn things, right? You want to learn how to show up confidently using the right strategies on Facebook and for sales and for recruiting, right? I know that's why you're here and why you're watching this, right? And they watch random trainings and they copy what others are doing and they overthink every post, message, and decision. And on top of that, they're juggling family, work, and life. Is that you? Probably is. No wonder it feels exhausting. But when women decide to stop doing it all alone and choose supported growth, everything shifts. And inside my Beehive membership program, women aren't guessing. You know, I've got to mention it. It's the best place to be. This is where things change for you, right? They're learning strategies that actually work because I'm teaching them. They're supported by mentoring, me, and a community of women from different direct selling companies, all moving forward together, right? This decision isn't about joining something. It's about deciding, I don't want to feel like this, like it's hard forever, right? I don't want to keep second guessing myself. I want to grow faster and with more confidence, right? And when you step into that support, getting that extra support, it shortens the learning curve. It removes the overwhelm and it keeps you consistent when motivation dips. And I've often been asked, what's like the fast track to direct selling success? There really isn't a fast track. There's not a magic pill, but when you actually do get learning the right strategies for Facebook, for sales and recruiting, and you get the support and the motivation to do it, it definitely helps you to get there faster, right? It does take time. You know, there's a lot to learn and often there's a lot to change in how you've been doing things and what you've been doing. And also working on that confidence, because your confidence makes such a difference to your success in your direct selling business. And I want to share with you that I want to share what I see happen when women make this decision to go and learn the right strategies, to lean into support, and the network of women around them that will actually help them shift their business in the direction that they want. All right. They stop overthinking and they start doing. And they stop waiting for the confidence to magically arrive and they start building it. They start working on building it through knowing what those right strategies are and going out and taking action and doing them, right? They stop comparing themselves to others and they focus on their own progress. And this is so, so important. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Everybody is on their own journey, their own, where they started, where they are now, how long they've been doing it, what they've learned, what training they've dived into, what support they've accessed, what their personalities are, what their life is, right? Do not compare yourself to someone else. It is absolutely not healthy to be doing that. But when you do start taking action and you do start building your confidence and you stop comparing yourself to others and simply focusing on making your own progress forward in your business, the results follow. And I've seen this time and time again inside of my Beehive membership program where women are doubling, tripling, and even quadrupling their sales. And it's not because they suddenly started working harder, working more, putting in more hours. It's because they actually stopped faffing about. I love that word, faffing. They stopped faffing about, throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping what they were doing was actually going to work. They stopped waiting and started moving forward, taking action with clarity and support, knowing that they were now using the right strategies, that they were not being spammy pammies, that they were not sending cold DMs, that they were actually attracting people to their world, and building that know, like, and trust. And you see, one decision changes how they show up, right? Their energy has shifted. Their belief has grown. Their belief in themselves has grown, right? Their confidence actually becomes visible. And the best part of it all, it doesn't have to be complicated, right? You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need, tons more hours every day. You just need to decide that staying stuck isn't an option for you anymore. You actually want to stop faffing about in your direct selling group, in your direct selling business or side gig, and you want to take this seriously. You want to treat it like a proper business that actually brings you in a consistent income from your sales, from your team, right? So if you're wondering what could truly change your business this year, it comes back to this one decision, right? Will you keep hoping things will change, or will you decide to act? Will you keep trying to figure it out all alone, or will you choose to find the support that builds confidence and momentum, right? Now, if you're not ready for any big step forwards, big leaps, you're still sort of trying to find your feet and you want to check out whether, what I share is right for you, my free Facebook group is a really great supportive place to pick up some great tips and motivation, and support alongside other women. We've got women from we've got hundreds of women in there from dozens of different direct selling companies, and they're all jumping in there to learn just like you, right? And there's also some little opportunities inside of my free Facebook group for you to connect and to share in there as well. So if you're not already in there, you will find the link down below for my Be Successful in Direct Selling Facebook group. And of course, if you are ready to step into 2026 differently, my Beehive membership program is, of course, the best place to be, right? It is where you are going to get the strategies, the right strategies. You're going to get the support, and you're going to get the motivation to take consistent action, where it's going to come all together and create real results for you, just like it has for so many other women that have been in my program or are still in my program. Because I'm going to share with you, some of my ladies have been working with me for a number of years now, because there is always new trainings, there is always weekly check-ins, there is always support and mentorship going on inside of my program, and they just love that. Okay. And you don't need to wait for the perfect moment, right? If we waited for the perfect moment, we'd never find it, right? The moment is never going to be perfect. You just need to make that decision, right? This decision that you want to see change, that you want to make 2026 different to last year, different to the year before, right? Do you want to make 2026 the best year yet in your direct selling business? Because that one decision really does change everything. And you will find a link down below for information on my Beehive membership program as well. Now is the perfect time to join, to get started, because it is a new year. And just imagine what you could achieve in 2026 if you had the extra training, or the right training on the right strategies for Facebook, for sales and recruiting, and where you could be at the end of this year. Now, as always, I want to say thank you for listening. If today's episode has helped you to realize what you need to do differently in 2026, I would love for you to let me know in the comments. Do make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any episodes. Also, if you're new here, have you gone back and watched my previous episodes as well? And if you know another woman in direct selling who needs this message, please share it with her too. Whether she's one of your friends, one of your team members, your upline, your downline, spread the word. Come and grab help from moi. Penny, your direct selling success coach. I will catch you next week for another episode.